This is my last video, and then I'm going to go watch my games, and I'll be back for manifesting school and make some more videos. Let's talk about manifesting love. I know, I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty popular video, manifesting love. When I do it on the podcast, that's always my most listened to show. So let's start with the word soulmate. And if you've been following me for a while, I have a very specific perspective on soulmate. I know that we use it for marketing purposes in the self-help space, that, it means attract love. But to me, and the way I've been taught, is that soulmate means that your souls were homies on the other side, are still homies on the other side. And you agreed to come into this life together to, at the right time, synchronistic time, show up in each other's experiences when there was a specific lesson or path you needed to take. And so what I have found with soulmate relationships, I'm not talking about lasting loving partnership or, being together forever, but soulmate, which can be a friend, it could be a teacher, it could be a boss. Sometimes those relationships are kind of contentious depending on where you are in your journey. And if you are in a lot of resistance, they can be really arduous. So think about it, that soulmate is a person who has shown up to teach you a lesson, and you will know, you'll feel it, that vibration is there. And it just go back to, what do I need to learn? And you might not know it. Most of my spirit guides are jumping in, they're saying 90% of the time you won't know that you've encountered a soulmate until hindsight. And you're like, oh, that was a soulmate. And in sharing that to start this video is that let go of your obsession with form. I need this person. And I want you to focus on the energy of the type of relationship you want to be in and the type of mate you want to have. And from that place, you can really create this amazing romantic life. And let go of the need to hold on to that person for life, right? That's that soulmate piece, because soulmates, 9 times out of 10, you want them to come and go, right? And if it's a soulmate that you're meant to be in a relationship with for a long period of time, you've kind of signed up for that. And it's a journey in itself. And it's a different type of relationship than, hey, I want to be in a relationship with someone who I love, adore, we have great chemistry, and we are building this beautiful experience together and enjoying life. It's very different. And so get clear. Soulmate you can't predict. But outside of that, you can declare to the universe the type of relationship you want to be in and what type of person you want to be with. Now, if you've not been in a relationship, and I'll speak honestly here, I know that there are people who are watching this who are judging themselves because they are of a certain age and they've not been in a relationship. Don't judge yourself, and know that this is all a part of your journey. And if you are ready for love, do the work to clear out the resistance around being in a relationship. Maybe there are some trust issues there. Maybe there are some self-esteem issues there. Do that work, because it works. It really does. Also, if you're a person who has recognized that as you're watching this, that you have a pattern of relationships, you keep attracting the same guy or the same type of relationship or the same woman, clear that pattern. Look closely at it and be willing to make a different choice. If you keep making the same choices over and over again, you're going to keep getting the same thing, right? And so, but here's the tricky thing. We don't realize in the moment that we're making the same choices over and over again, right? And so step back from it and say, what do I really want? most of us are going to say we want that person to be in a relationship with that gets us and we get them, and we have the same lifestyle goals and intentions, and we have similar perspectives on the world, and we enjoy each other's company, and it's good, right? And there's some extras you can add to that depending on your preferences. I have very specific preferences now, at 38, post divorce, about what I want in a relationship that I didn't know I could want at 28. And so this is a journey. As long as you catch yourself, and trust that spirit's on your side, you can really create the relationship of your dreams. You can manifest that. So think about the type of partner you want, what works for you. Stay out of fantasy. I love fantasy. I write romance. I love the fantasy. But when it comes to manifesting love, fantasy can make it difficult because in some ways we're in denial and fear about what we really want. And so we cling to a fantasy as opposed to really seeking a human who has great qualities and less than great qualities. So manifesting love, get clear that you want to be in a relationship, sit with it, and to the best of your ability, decide what type of relationship that is, what would work for you, and do the work so you can approach that from the healthiest place possible for that time in your life. And then put yourself out there. Oh my gosh, if you're just waiting for it to happen, this day and age, no. People meet online, they meet through work, they meet through events. Put yourself out there. Go and be around people. And it's totally okay to meet somebody online. I mean, I think it's a blessing, right? You get to screen, you get to ask tons of questions before you go out with them. Like, get out there and be soulful about it. Put good pictures up of yourself that genuinely reflect both your great qualities and who you actually are. Put the full body picture up there. Own who you are in every single moment, because your authenticity is what is going to make you so magnetic. This is what I love. Now we're getting to the good stuff in this talk. I had to get through that part, but now here's where it gets really fun when it comes to dating, is that once you really own who you are, what your preferences are, what type of person you want to be with, and you really believe that it's possible for you, and you are celebrating yourself just as you are, oh my gosh, you will be amazed by how quickly you'll manifest what you want, the quality of the partners you'll manifest, and you will have so much fun. And it doesn't mean everybody's going to be your soulmate, but you can definitely engage the experience while learning who you are and what you need in a relationship, and without placing too much emotional heaviness on the process. There's this bird. I wish I knew what type of bird, because I know it's a sign. It could very well be telling me you have a game. Go watch your game. So this is what I help clients do. Get into the space of lightness and confidence, and they can go out there and really attract the type of relationship that they want. I've had people attract robust, beautiful dating lives that they enjoy. And then I've had people attract love, partnership that ended in marriage. And it works if you work it. And 9 times out of 10, what is getting in the way of you having what you want across the board, including love, is some limiting belief that you can't have it. And those limiting beliefs are quirky and weird and awkward. It might be that you think, oh, if I'm in a loving, lasting relationship, I'm not going to be close to my family anymore. It's subconscious and crazy. And then once you acknowledge it, you're like, oh, well, that's nutty. I'm going to probably still see my family and still be in this great relationship. And those are the limiting beliefs I'm talking about. And it takes some time to uncover them, I won't lie, because it's subconscious and you've got to sit with it a little bit. But I think if you are doing the work You're really working on yourself. You're really looking for your center. You're looking for the purest, clearest desire. You're clearing out the junky fears and the baggage. You can get to that place of lightness around manifesting love really rapidly, and then open the door to it. And know that, accept the order of things. I've talked to you a lot about the order of things. So you may, so a year ago, I was like, yes, I want love, right? And I was dating, and I met some shitty dudes. Not that they were shitty people, no. Shitty in terms of the relationship between us. I was not getting what I wanted out of it. And so, yeah, that's the best way I can describe it. And what I had to realize was those relationships that showed up to teach me something. I had to let go of some body image stuff. I had to, that I thought I cleared. I had to really claim what I wanted and stop kind of, oh, I'll just kind of put up with this. And I had to accept that not all communication is good communication. And, I'm sharing some things from my own personal journey so that you can, maybe uncover some work that you might need to do around this. But once I was able to go through those experiences and trust in my intuition, I knew when it was time to leave them. I was able to manifest some wonderful, wonderful situations with some wonderful men who were very clear about who they were. And again, it might not have been my last thing forever, but I was able to really develop a sense of self that was so authentic and so real that now dating is so easy for me. Something that I used to think, oh, it was really difficult and caused me a lot of emotional upheaval. Now it's like, let's do it. Let's have fun. Let's meet people. Let's go out. I know what I'm looking for. I know who I am. And it is what it is, And so, if you're manifesting love, get clear about what you want, of course. Accept that it's a journey, and the first time out, you might not get the winner, and let go of the need to make every man the one or every woman the one, and just be open to the experience, knowing that the right person will show up for you at the divine perfect time. And if you can open your heart up really wide and do the work to clear out all the limiting beliefs and really step into your confidence. So if you've watched to this point, this is the magical ticket. Get confident. Do whatever you can do to feel confident about who you are. And if it means you need to lose some weight, lose some weight. If it means you just need to accept your body as it is, accept your body as it is. But do whatever you need to do to feel confident about who you are. And it doesn't mean that you have to change. It just means that you have to live authentically. And that is so sexy and so magnetic. You will have so many people to date if you can find your confidence. Again, it's not about what you wear or what you look like. It's about how you feel about you. And if you can get to that place, oh my gosh, dating is going to be so much fun. And finding that person will be so easy. And you can probably feel them in your vibration. Even as you're dating other people, you know that that right person is coming for you that matches what you want out of love in this lifetime. So enjoy manifesting love. A little bit longer video on this one because I'm so passionate about manifesting love and the journey of dating and having a good time and enjoying who you are, because it is a spiritual experience and it is an opportunity for growth, and it's not about anybody else or what you need to look like or what structures you need to form. It's about you. And you can have your preferences. If you want kids, date people that want kids. Don't date the man who is the artist who is never going to settle down. That's self-sabotage, and that's a fear of not getting what you want, and it's coming from the mindset of lack. There are not enough people out there for me to date, and so I have to date people that are not in alignment with the type of relationship that I want. Now, on the flip side, and this is where I fall into this category, I also know that I'm not looking to marry again, and I'm not looking to have children. I do want to be in a long-term relationship, but I also know I can't date the man that wants kids. I can't date the man that wants, a very traditional marriage relationship. And sometimes I would go for that guy because they feel safe, right? But I know ultimately neither of us will be fulfilled. No, I don't date those guys. I'm very clear about what I'm looking for, and I'm amazed by that. Wow, there are guys that have my same perspective on relationships and are looking for the same thing. And if you just start believing that there's an abundance of what you want, it'll happen for you. So take care of yourself. Bye.